Good day traders, welcome to the Forex Bot Trading Academy. In this video we will be analyzing New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen on two time frames, the weekly time frame and the daily time frame. But before we get started, click that subscribe button and the notification bell to follow our videos that we do every day. And to remind you that information in this video is for educational purpose only, should not be considered as the financial advice. Starting off analyzing the weekly chart of the New Zealand Japanese yen, as can be seen on the top left corner. And here what we have is the break above the downtrend trend line. So this was the first indication that there is an uptrend, and as we can see, there was this resistance formed, although there was a spike and then this resistance finally got broken. Nonetheless, there was moving average, which is 200 simple moving average, which also acted as the resistance. But we broke above the 200 exponential moving average, and now you can see on the weekly time frame we are breaking above the 200 simple moving average. This is an extremely bullish long-term signal from what it seems, and it could be that the price will continue rising from this point onwards up to the 50% fibs, which is 250 pips away. And this fibs was applied to the previous corrective move up, where we see price has formed a supply demand area. There was a support, resistance, and this is most likely the price which will be retested in the coming days or weeks. I think it might take about 2 weeks for this move, maybe less, maybe it will be pretty fast, but the point is the New Zealand Japanese yen is getting extremely bullish. Now let's move on to the daily chart, and what we have here is a rejection of the uptrend trend line. We can see there was a support area near 68.77 and the resistance formed near 71.63. But what has happened recently is the break above the resistance area. So we had this confirmed breakout. Remember the weekly chart. There was this breakout, although there was only the spike on the weekly chart. So the confirmed breakout actually occurred later on, which was this move. On the weekly chart, this move confirmed the break above this resistance area. Therefore, I have used fibs to apply to this correction rather than this one, because this is the initial low. So I didn't use this low because there was only the spike on the daily time frame and we failed to close below the spike. And now we have two fibs for the potential resistance area, which is near 76.60. Now we have two Fibonacci retracement levels near that area, which is 50% as per the weekly chart, and 361.8 fibs. And this is where the price could be heading during the next week or two. So extremely bullish on the New Zealand Japanese yen, also considering the fact that one of the analysis, which is for the New Zealand dollar, got invalidated and price broke to the upside, showing bullish signs for the New Zealand dollar. So let's have a look at the New Zealand dollar. Here, what I was expecting this move to the downside, but we broke to the upside, invalidating this. And in fact, I think now the trend will be strongly bullish. So New Zealand dollar also showing bullish signs along with the New Zealand Japanese yen. So I'm closing this chart and let's have a look at the Australian versus the dollar. Also, we're seeing a green candle, and up until the end of this cycle, which is on the 4th of January, we might be seeing a heavy uptrend. So throughout this and next week, there could be a really bullish trend for the Australian versus the dollar. Same for the New Zealand dollar and same for the New Zealand against the Japanese yen. All these correspond to each other and complement each other. So it seems like Australian dollar along with the New Zealand dollar is being very strong. Well, now let's have a look to other analysis we did previously, starting pound Australian dollar. Consolidation ongoing, although I expect at some point in time it will start rising. I did expect this pullback which occurred. From this point onwards, we might be seeing a bullish trend. Swiss franc Japanese yen also expected this corrective move up, and now we can see this is getting pretty bearish, very strong bearish candle on the daily time frame, and we're likely to continue towards one of the support levels. Australian Swiss franc, we clearly rejected the support level at 0.6710, and now we see a very bullish green candle. I think this day will most likely close above the previously established high, and it will be that confirmation. I think this candle could be extremely bullish. It could go twice as much for today. So very bullish on the Australian Swiss franc. Same for the Euro Swiss franc, which is the Swiss franc weakness overall. It's likely to start finally moving to the upside. We can see this range trading for a week where price simply was going up and down without any clarity, but on the longer time frame the trend is bullish, considering that we had a break above the trend line and we are above the 2 moving averages, so expecting the continuation of this upside move. Pound Swiss franc is the same, expecting the move to the upside, pretty strong one, so we need to see how far price will get. There are 2 resistance levels, one obviously near 122 and the second is near 125. Pound New Zealand dollar, we did break and close below the support, although as I said, we rejected downtrend trend line which acted as the support, so still could be bullish, waiting to see if the trend line will get broken, then it will get invalidated, but so far it still is bullish, and this is driven mainly by the pound strength. So speaking about the pound strength, we see pound against the dollar extremely bullish today as well. Maybe soon we will hit finally the nearest resistance and then maybe the second one. So pound really does look very strong. The euro dollar is breaking above our resistance, confirming further bullish intentions, and we might see also the rally along with the Australian dollar, along with the pound dollar, and along with the New Zealand dollar. And this suggests that the dollar itself is also continues to be weak. So speaking about the dollar weakness, we have pound Swiss franc, which didn't break and close below the previously made low, but it's definitely starting to look bearish. And this support, which was previous support, now it might be the resistance at 188.49. So we might be seeing the move to the downside continued, although first we need to break and close below the previously made low. At the moment, there is unclarity for the price action of the dollar Swiss franc. So speaking about the dollar weakness, let's see what's happening with the gold. Well, this is the daily chart and we already analyzed it. So there are 2 scenarios, but the most recent analysis for the gold, which is on the 4-hour time frame, does suggest that the trend will be bullish. So this is yet again a weakness of the dollar. Nonetheless, we need to break and close above this resistance at 1884. We had this spike which has reached 1886, so we definitely need to close above this spike in order to confirm bullish trend. At the moment, it still could be any of these scenarios, so waiting on the gold price action for some sort of move. The Euro Canadian dollar, it also bullish. We are still at the support. This is the price where we published analysis, so slightly above this level, and expected the uptrend to continue, but here we might be seeing also some consolidation. Nonetheless, it's bullish as it seems with the euro dollar and the euro Swiss franc. The Australian dollar, we just looked, it's pretty bullish and it's likely to continue, and I think that the volatility and trading volume will increase substantially during this and next week. The US oil reached the resistance expected as well, so now we might be seeing finally the downside move to start, maybe towards the next cycle, which will look something like that, and it will take approximately 1.5 months. And finally, our New Zealand Japanese analysis that we just looked at. Hope you enjoyed it. If you agree with this analysis, click the like, and of course don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you still haven't done so, because we are publishing a lot of interesting content such as daily analysis, live trade examples, and educational videos. So that's it. I wish you a very happy new year. Profits to you. I wish you to develop a trading strategy that works for you, that you enjoy trading, and I will speak to you very soon.